Time for rolling.
The right targets. That is one trade. T-Tigers is still pretty healthy. Tries to jump in. He finds one. This is a big turnaround for Liberation X. They might get the third. They might find an ace here onto Lost Boytov. Surrey strike is not enough. Donna goes down. He might go for Donna Clips. He's gonna get one. He's gonna get two. Lost Boytov.
Lost Boytov. He does it. He gets the 2 versus 1 turnaround under the turret.
He lives too.
Is a god.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Endless 55 here, and real quick before we get into this lovely Thursday episode, it is almost the weekend. I know it is close. We have 2 more work days, but real quick, I'm going to talk about our sponsor. Obviously, Mobile eSports. I've been talking about them for a while. They are a great company that deals with all things mobile gaming and mobile eSports. They're doing community events, they're doing community tournaments, and just hosting as much stuff as possible when it comes to mobile esports. They also have the mobile news website where they post a bunch of like update articles and anything that happens. They kind of put out a really quick article, short articles about what's changed in any game, if it's Rules of Survival, Vainglory, Arena of Valor, any of the other titles that they work with. Really excited to see what happens in the future with them, and hopefully they continue to have that involvement in Vainglory, especially with the new 5v5 being out and released. Of course, you can look and visit our Patreon page. You can at least visit it, check it out, read through it. We do have that up and running. If you feel like you are able and want to donate to the show to keep it running even more than it already is, we would greatly appreciate it. If not, the best thing you can do, obviously, is like and share and just tell people about the podcast as we are heading into 2018. Of course, if you can just take the time to go and give that review on iTunes or Google Play. I think you can do reviews on Google Play, but especially iTunes, you can help us out a lot. It really helps me out a lot. But yeah, make sure you visit our Patreon page. You can do that in the show notes along with any other people we have association with. Make sure you visit all the show notes so for all your needs. But in today's episode, Crude and I are just going to do a quick overview of the esports that are happening, mostly 3v3. And then we will just chat a little bit about the future next week and what the plans are, since we are going to be flying out to San Francisco for the 5v5 pre-launch party. So that's all I have, and enjoy this episode.
Welcome to Time for Rolling Esports, the weekly podcast that brings you Vainglory Esports. From predictions to recaps and analysis, we present to you the best in professional Vainglory. Now here's your hosts, Endless and Crude Sloth. It's
Time for rolling.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? And welcome to Time for Rolling Esports, episode 81. Time for rolling. How's it going, Crude?
It's going pretty good, man. How are you? What was that?
Did I sound like
was
I'm time for rolling?
All right, moving on.
Did I sound like him or no?
Not really, no.
Okay, I tried. I was hoping
It's a valiant effort.
I was hoping they would think I just put the audio clip in there at that time
It's called being lazy.
instead of copying over. Oh, look
Yeah.
at that! We just got a brand new announcement right on time while recording the podcast. Do you check that in the league announcements? You see that?
Looking. Oh, wow.
Perfect timing. All right, so tonight's episode, let's see. Nothing going on besides, once again, NACL. Halcyon Elite did wrap up. Crude and I were going to do that on Tuesday, but since 2.12 got dropped on our head out of nowhere from the rafters, we decided to switch it up. We decided to switch it up and do that episode. That way we could get some competitive, how to win 5v5. I clearly need to listen to that episode a little more because I haven't really won anything yet. So
Same.
definitely check that out on Tuesday with Left. He is our expert analysis. He brings us all the goodies and what he's feeling at the time, which that was like 3, 4, 5 hours after everything dropped. So we caught him pretty early on some of his opinions. So I guess going forward to today, we'll just finish up what happened in the Halcyon Elite. Maybe not cover every game, but just kind of go through semifinals real quick and the finals and talk about what happened and how we're feeling about that. Halcyon Elite. Oh no, that's what I was talking about. North American Champions League, of course, has been running for like 2 weeks now. We've had tons and tons of games. We actually, like I just mentioned, just got the championship and wild card schedule and announcements. So things are about to get really fun here. We're kind of getting out of league play. Week 3's ending, so we're becoming into division play and wild card series, which will be really some really good games there. So we're going to talk about that first. So let's see. Let's start with the wild card series. Do you want to go through or do you want to actually at the end of week 2 talk about the total rankings at the end of week 2 at least, or should we just go straight to now that we have the new announcement?
I think we should just do straight to the division and wild card and stuff. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know, unless you want to go over it quickly.
No, that's all right. Basically,
Okay.
any team we name made it out of division stage, and if their name's not on this lovely graphic here, then they're not didn't make it to the playoffs, I guess you could kind of call it. So
Yeah, they're done.
All the
you
teams.
got first seed, second seed, third seed, fourth seed, basically.
Right. And yeah, so wild cards are the lower seeds, right? They have to play in, I'm assuming. Is that what the wild card series is?
How's
How's
I
this
don't know
set
because
up?
you have. Let's talk to Mags real quick. Mags, can we? Because you see the bottom right, it says third seed and fourth seed. So I'm like, where do they play?
Yeah, I'm asking right now.
Okay, live.
Recording podcast right now. Exclamation point. Question. Comma. Is the wild card. Can you talk about something?
This is great podcasting. All right, so let me go
talk
through
about
the division and wild card series.
You're gonna go through all of them without me?
I'm just gonna name the players who are in each division who made it. You can hop in whenever you want. Okay. First up, division championships for the Warrior division. We have team. Okay, I'm not going to pronounce this right. Ferox. Isn't it something pronounced differently?
Ferox or. Oh yeah, no.
Ferox. Yeah. Didn't you say that? Send that to me, and I couldn't remember how it is.
Yeah, you're right. It's definitely not. There's no X's. That's what I remember.
Farah. Okay. Anyway, against Fuerza Latina. So those are your Warrior division series championships going at it. Defender division, you got From Mars going up against Ludicity. Guardian division, you have it's not Ludicity because there's no T in there, but I mean we can talk about that later. Guardian division, we got Misfits going up against Rare Syndicate. And then in the last division, Conquer division, we got I Live, You Die, which they were perfect. They were 8-0 throughout their in the entire I don't even know what you call it, like the play-in games or the regular season games, going up against the Bean Regime. Do we have an answer? All right. Moving on to the wild card series. I think I'm doing this podcast by myself right now.
I'm back.
He's back. Okay. Do we have an answer?
We do. So she says the wild card is different than the division championship. Wild card has no prize. That just determines who gets out or who moves on to playoffs. So if you lose, you're done. So wild card is like a traditional wild card series. Like basically, they're the ones that are like kind of like the lower seed that's trying to get the last place into that division championship above.
I gotcha.
And the division, like everyone is working towards that final playoffs. Winner moves on, losers out, basically.
So what about third and fourth seeds?
I didn't ask that.
Okay. Irrelevant, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
All right, you want to do the wild card series or no?
Sure. because when we look at these teams, these are the ones that aren't as high. We have Warrior Division, we have Devious Affinity versus Abity Co. Defender Division, we have Pancake Sunrise versus Team Everest. Guardian, we have X Out versus Hadena Era. And then Conquer Division, we have Knights of Phoenix versus Phantom Memory. So those teams will be battling to move on to the next round. I'm trying to see who do we not have. That surprises me. Where's From Mars? Okay, there they are.
They're in there.
Booba Squaw. They're listed as a 3rd seed.
Yeah.
That's Cause. Celsius Lions is there. Ganked by Parents is there. Infinity Rebirth is there. Okay, so I mean, there's actually some names on here that are pretty high up that maybe haven't been seen, quote unquote, as much around. You know what I'm saying? Wait, where's Misfits?
They're in there. They're on Guardian Division series.
Okay, there it is. Cool. Rare Syndicate, you know, they got a lot of really strong players on their team, so yeah, let's see. So then it says, okay, please schedule your match on the calendar. Okay, so next week we're going to be seeing Thursday through Sunday all these championship series, wild card series things happening.
Right.
That's when the key is going to happen. Those will be good matches. I've been casting a lot of them. A lot of the teams have surprised me. I'm kind of let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to read the graphic as quick as possible while talking. Rare Syndicate, obviously, is a team that I didn't really know about, but now that I've casted their games and seen who some of the players are, like Stussy, Blade Heart's on there. A couple players have been around. They're pretty good. Obviously, Misfits has been playing well. From Mars has been playing well. God of Sins is on that Ferox team that's not pronounced that even close, so we'll keep butchering it. And then, of course, these lower seeds are kind of, Infinity Rebirth and Celsior, all of them, and Ganked by Parents. They got a couple good people. Vaguely Insane's been playing really good. So, yeah, I think it will be Login Station actually is a pretty good team. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that everyone needs to watch these matches because some of these players some of them are in the VG8, some of them are looking to get in the VG8, and some of them are going to be top challenger teams. They'll definitely be hearing their name and the team names even more. So NACL has been running real hot right now.
Yeah, and be paying attention, like you said, to these championship games because they're, it's not the VG8, but it's still some good games. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of some good games with, I would say top tier people, top tier Vainglory players, we had the Halcyon Elite that ended.
Yep.
I think the semifinals consisted of Hammers and Vision and Cloud9 and Rogue.
Yep.
Cloud9 and Rogue. So, best of 5, I do believe. I think they had a win.
No.
No?
Best of 3. No, it's best of 3.
Oh.
For the semifinals.
Okay, so best of 3, then that means they had to win 2 to win. Naturally, that's kind of how that works,
yes,
huh?
Sir. Yes, sir.
But Hammers versus Vision. Hammers, let's see. Chicken, Big Paws eliminate. No starting all over. I don't know if people remember my tweet about starting, but there was a little profile tag and a little banner for him that said mid laner for Cloud9 for Vainglory. Do you remember when I tweeted that out?
Yeah, I remember that.
Have you visited his Twitter page recently?
No. Why?
Can you do that real quick? Can you go ahead and type in starting all over on Twitter and tell me what it says?
I mean, literally right now I'm watching his stream as we speak, and it still has all Hammers on there. So I'm assuming it was a troll. But let me type it in and go look.
Typical Crude watching other things while recording.
What am I supposed to be looking at here? I'm scrolling through. I don't see anything.
Are you that big of a blonde to realize that I screenshotted you and his caption says professional Vainglory mid carry for Cloud9 and his banner was a Cloud9 sign? Now that's all gone. I figured that'd be the first thing you noticed.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I thought I was looking for a specific tweet, so I started trolling through there, or not trolling, scrolling through there. Yeah, right now his tag says professional Vainglory mid carry for at smiley face.
And then his
So
banner is a street. And I think it's ironic that I tweeted that out and maybe let's see, is he just being starting and being a troll like I probably think he is? Or was he like, oh, I put this a little too early and I had to take it down because no one's supposed to know?
yeah, it's probably what it was.
Yeah,
I think it's the second option.
I mean, I know people are still playing with their teams, even if they're not going to be with them for 5v5. Like Sibs, he's been playing with Rogue. We saw him playing the Halcyon Elite, but he did tweet that he, is free agent 5v5. So he's probably finishing out his contract, and then to figure out as we move forth and find out esports news, hopefully here soon in the future, we'll start probably figuring out when we can expect announcements and teams to start making moves.
Right.
So the Hammers Vision Gaming games for the semifinals were, pretty. Whoops, dropped my phone. Pretty good games. I think. Honestly, I was surprised that Vision was playing as well as they were, and they definitely did go back and forth. Big Paws, honestly, when he was playing Blackfeather or Rona, he just always plays so good.
Yeah, I'm not really surprised. Vision Gaming, they've, for a while now, they've been fighting some of those top tier teams and fighting them well. So I believe, didn't I predict Vision Gaming to win this all?
You did predict them to win it all. That is your official prediction, yes.
They didn't win it all. Spoiler alert.
I mean, yeah, that's true. They did get to the finals though, so I mean, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a tough battle against Hammers. They kind of not necessarily threw, but the game was so close in game 2. They ran that crystal crawl, that aftershock crawl. That's been kind of funny seeing Kaz play it. It's like, oh, he's playing crawl.
He went 4-1.
No, it definitely works. Definitely with how they play into it. They always play. I feel like they always play all melee when they do that. They always pair it up with the Kashka, but they took the Kashka away. So going into the game 3 of it, I was like, it still could go any way. Vision having to ban away Blackfeather, that gives Hammers over that Rona over to Big Paws, which Big Paws pretty much single-handedly beat Tribe Gaming with that Rona. So going into game 3, I was a little nervous.
Kaz on that rhyme, that I think that was a big factor in it though as well.
Yeah, probably the big reason why they were able to beat the Rona. I feel like I've seen a lot of Ronas beat Rhymes, and I've seen a lot of Rhymes beat Ronas. I wonder what the win rate between those two are when they're faced off face to face. But yeah, I think Vision, they go ahead and take this one. It's another. I wouldn't say close. 20-minute mark. We're at 8-0 right now. Vision's playing pretty well, to say the least. Eliminate, unfortunately, not being able to do what he needs to on the Samuel. Man, it is so weird looking at the Halcyon Fold and the players. I'm just like thinking to myself that Samuel does pretty well in 5v5, but
you're used to 5v5 now, yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna have to play on Halcyon Fold after I play a few on 5v5. We posted
the Rise.
Yeah, we posted episode 80 on YouTube. Finally, I got caught up, and it has our very first 2 games we played together on 5v5 as the background video. And oh my god, it's just me technically, so you don't get to see Crude looking like an idiot. But the first game I was forced into captain, which was fine because I wanted to try it. So I tried Churnwalker, and literally I talked about it with Left. Literally the whole game, all I tried to do was get 5 hooks at once, and I died and an incredibly a large amount of times, just because it's insane. Like when everyone's grouped up like that, it's hard to even see if I have all my. It's just hard. I mean, I landed a couple good stuns, but for the most part, my aggro balancing was not solid. I would be in the middle of a team fight while my team was running away, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm definitely feeding currently."
Yeah, you don't have to tell me that. I know.
And then the next game, I played Vox, and I played Weapon Power Vox into a Crystal Vox, and it was interesting to see that the Vox pretty much Crystal Fox pretty much destroyed me. So I definitely
Who did I play second game? I don't remember.
I think you played Samuel. Yeah, you played Samuel.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I
yeah.
rewatched and there was a couple of Malice and Verdicts that were going the opposite direction they were supposed to. I mean, I always
Very
say,
balanced.
man, there's a lot of people out there that, I mean, you want to try to find your, something that's unique about you. And there's a lot of people out there that have a lot of great gameplay and show you how to play the game. So, I mean, Crude and I really want to cover the subject of what not to do, like how to overextend, how to throw. That's like what we really like to do and focus on. So, I mean, that's what we're gonna give you guys.
Yeah.
And I
Good
don't think there'll
content
be
right
anyone
there.
better than us. Honestly, I really don't think. I challenge
No,
someone
probably not.
to show how to throw better than Crude and I do. Do you want to continue with the second semifinal game?
Yeah, let's go back to the semifinals. We got Rogue going up against Cloud9, like we had said. Looking at some of these builds and stuff, Cloud9. To be honest, I don't know how serious they were taking it. Obviously, first of all, Rex
What's
was
wrong
in.
with this? Are you kidding me? Gave
They
Visual
had double
laning.
CP. Yeah, okay, you were being sarcastic
Yeah,
there.
sorry.
I was like, yikes.
I'll turn it off.
Yeah, double CP. Gave Visual laning with the CP Ringo. I mean, yeah, I mean they're having some fun with it. They ended up losing 12-3. Same thing on the other side, you could say. I mean, Hammy went with a CP Saw. Like, we've seen T-Tigers do that and stuff. If this was the VGA, I don't know if we'd, obviously be seeing that.
I feel like a Crystal Saw is less troll than a Gabe Fizzle on Ringo. I think Gabe's just like,
true.
look, guys, I'm not playing captain in 5v5. Give me that carry spot. I need to practice.
Yeah, because he might not be captain in C9. Depends. We'll just have to see who's all. I will just have to see.
Just because I watched Gabe a lot today, and he did try.
Yeah, so did I.
He tried to go after captains. I was listening to him. He's like, man, everyone wants to play captain. I felt like that he was trying to play captain, but he was playing some carries and not his Crystal Jungle Sky. I mean, granted, we're in casual here and it's hard to draft, but like he went like 17 and like 2. He was making just stupid plays.
His weapon power Ringo on bottom lane was pretty darn good too. He had the spell swords and stuff. Yeah, and he was melting.
I've been trying to watch how much 5v5 because since I haven't played it as much, I'm trying to figure out some tips. The problem is here, I don't think anyone. I'm not saying people aren't taking it seriously, but there's no teams like practicing rotations. Like you see Gabe solo queuing, and he's just kind of like walking around dominating for fun. So it's kind of hard for me to judge like, okay, what would Gabe actually do? I'm still looking for, maybe seeing in some of those people. Once we start seeing teams form, we'll be seeing more of that actual solid rotations. Because in 3v3, every time a meta would change, all you would do is turn on stream. You're like, all right, where are the pro players starting? Are they starting at backs this patch? Everyone basically just kind of looks at stream and let's figure out what's the norm, and who knows how long that will take for 5v5.
Yeah. So moving on to our second game, we got, Cloud9 actually takes the second game, much closer of a game. 11 kills to 11 kills, a little bit more of a normal game. You got Gabe Visual, while Rect was still playing, obviously, so he was practicing that captain position. You got Gabe Visual being Ringo in the lane. Doesn't do too bad, 6-4.
Weapon this time.
Yeah, weapon this time for sure. Hammy picks up that Celeste. I thought that was pretty interesting. Celeste hasn't really been super meta, she's been picked, but
this is before the changes to her as well, so.
Right. And yeah, so I thought that was pretty interesting. I mean, didn't do bad, 9-4.
Yeah, I think I love Joseph, I guess, in the Reza was the difference when you see the Rona on Sibs and then Hammy on Celeste. It's a pretty good comp, but yeah, Cloud9 actually played pretty well second game. Gabe, I love Joseph, and Gabe were able to do enough damage. Wonder what School is up to, what he's doing currently, being I'm not saying he's been unseen, but he's not playing towards the end of this tournament, so
yeah.
Going into game 3 then, let's see how crazy the drafts are here. Rogue once again with another Saw. Gabe's just going to play Ringo for the third time. Might as well just keep... Oh, wait. Here's Old School. I spoke too soon. So.
Oh, yeah. I missed that. Whoops.
Old School.
Yeah, I didn't even see that.
Old School was clearly just busy, and here he is. He is back to end the series. He subs in for Rec. Gabe's goes on the captain. We got a normal comp here, and Rogue is still going to win, even though Cloud9 had everyone in there they needed to. Hammy does play weapon power
Well,
Saw, though.
yeah. I was gonna say that was a little bit of the difference there. I think that lane saw.
It's the Serpent's Mask and double crit. He's got the Sibs on the Baptiste to try to fear some shade and keep everyone away from Hammy, and they were able to push, relatively fast, one right under 17 minutes. And unfortunately, I Love Joseph, he couldn't really do any damage because Sibs also had an Echo and a Clockwork, so you can imagine the fearsome shades or the double ordains coming out could be really deadly.
Yeah.
So I mean, honestly,
A lot of
seeing
CC.
yeah, for sure. I mean, seeing 5v5 and the amount of CC they can have is pretty crazy. They were running a pretty troll comp. I saw Gabe during private matches, and they were doing like a Celeste, a Lance, a Catherine, and I don't even remember the other people had stuns too, and it was just maybe like a Jewel. It was just crazy, and I just like can't imagine having 5 people be able to stun you or root you. It's just kind of that'd
Right.
be really depressing, and I hope maybe we need like a weapon power or a armor ability that also produces a reflex. That way you have 2 different reflexes. What if you had like an ability like skedaddle? You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of doesn't really reflex, but it takes away any negative things that was happening to you. So that'd be interesting.
It gives you that like speed boost. Like, I mean, obviously boosts do that, but like, yeah, the
Yeah.
combination of the skedaddle, yeah,
I
it'd
don't
be
know.
interesting.
I mean, a lot of people have crowd control though, hero wise. So I don't think it's going to be like maybe enough bans that keep away someone from having, like every single person a viable stun, knock up, root. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
So Vision versus Rogue. I don't know. How did you feel about that going into the finals of it being those two, not seeing Tribe or Cloud9? Me and you definitely didn't predict that even close.
Well, I did predict Vision,
I stand
right?
corrected.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay,
did
you definitely
predict
did.
Vision.
But I think like as we talked, we were like, yeah, I could see Cloud9 and Tribe, but you went with like
Obviously, yeah.
yeah.
But take it how this tournament has kind of been.
Oh yeah.
Once again, people not taking it super serious. This isn't the VG8, so I was like, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised to see Vision in there, and they made it. You want to talk about the 3rd place matchup first before we get into the championship? The Hammers and C9.
Yeah, sure we can. Let me go back to the game real quick.
Do you have? I have it. I have screenshots.
Yeah, I got them right here. So
Okay.
yeah. Okay, so do you want to talk about who's playing for Cloud9 then, so we can have a big fat question mark? We're not sure.
Yeah. We got I Love Joseph, Wrecked, and not Gabe Bizzle, but I'm gonna butcher the heck out of this.
Azarina?
Yeah.
Azarina?
I mean, he's been with C9 forever, so I mean, I've seen the name a million times, but I just can't pronounce it. So I'm not gonna try to until I hear from that person how you pronounce it. I'm just gonna give up on it.
Old school and Gabe busy now. I mean,
Sitting out, you're saying?
Well, I mean, I said busy like they probably were busy. Like I can't play tonight. Someone else needs to fill in. You know.
Yeah, I feel you.
You feel me? Okay, cool.
We got Big Paws, Yugi, and Chicken for Hammers playing that first game. Hammers do take the first game. Big Paws with an interesting Black Feather build. Did you see that build?
Serpent's Mask. What is it? Serpent's Mask. Did you go Breaking Point?
Serpent's Mask, Breaking Point, and then double Sorrow Blade. Like 2 Sorrow Blades on a Black Feather. Like that's kind of interesting.
Like, caught the lead and then just snowballed it by buying as much attack as power as possible.
Yeah, he went 15-4. Just
a weapon power Varia did lose.
Yeah. Yikes.
So then Hammers wins, going on to game 2 of the 3rd place match. We see. Let's see.
New people.
New people alert.
I got I Love Joseph, Gabe Bizzle, and Wrecked. So Gabe Bizzle and Wrecked came back in. Azurnani, whatever. I'm butchering the heck out of that. I'm sorry, but
what can we
he
call
sat
him
out
for short?
As just
Cloud9's
makes you enunciate.
Cloud9's second sub,
Yes.
I guess.
All right. So the second game, how did that one fare out?
It looks like right about now it's Cloud9 winning 13-8, but the right Kraken push, the right kills towards the end of the game, and Hammers. It looks like it's gonna secure it for the third place of the Halcyon Elite tournament.
Yep. That's pretty much what happened.
Yeah, Cloud9, not too worried. Third place.
I love Joseph went 10-2 though. Like I was impressed with that. Like on that sky.
Oh, they definitely won in kills. Just late game there was basically some throws that caused them to lose.
Right.
Basically, Rect had boots, contraption, echo, a heavy prison, and a fountain, aka no defense, and he was trying to be like a tanky front line, and he was just 2 and 5, kind of dying quickly. It's a lot of healing opportunity, but you can't heal if you can't survive.
Rip.
You see what I'm saying?
Feel you.
All right, well, then let's.
So we going to the championship?
Yeah, let's do the championship.
All right, so we have the team that I predicted, Vision, going up against Rogue.
The conspiracy is still in.
I'm going to keep saying that, I predict that since I got it right, even though I predicted them to win it all, but they didn't win it all. Rogue takes it all. Spoiler alert.
So who are you going to pick to win all of the NACL?
Oh.
Misfits, you got From Mars, you got kind of
I Live,
Vision.
You Die.
I Live, You Die, okay. Just because they're 8-0?
Yeah. Was that the 8-0 team?
I thought it was. Maybe not. I was just kind of thinking about that off the top of my head.
I would think they were like 7-1. I think they lost one. I have to double check it because I can't remember. There's like 40 some teams in that league. I can't remember everything. So, anyway.
Yes, the
Game
Hammy Evol Sibs has been playing. Pawn the original, hasn't been around. Sibs is at least in this game. Game 1. Rogue. I mean, Hammy's playing pretty well, honestly. The CP Sky in the lane was kind of interesting. I thought the Celeste was a decent pick to try to stay as far as away from Hammy as possible. But, as we get towards the end of the game, I think Rogue definitely started, Hammy particularly started kind of, outplaying Vision.
Yeah, for sure. PvP Warrior with double Spell Sword, but no real, obviously Spell Sword does a little bit of damage, but no Sorrow Blade, no Breaking Point, goes 1 and 5. I don't know about that build. Like, that was an interesting build.
It's kind of pretty reliant and heavy for CC trying to keep Kaz alive, and if it kind of fails, then you're really not being able to do too much damage yourself as a glaive, especially into a tanky Rona on Sibs. It's kind of hard to take Sibs down if you don't have a lot of damage.
Keep trying to knock him out of that red mist, I guess, is the goal, but it obviously didn't work too well.
Yeah, Hammy, though, again, CP Sky, 7-0, really strong. Clockwork, Eve of Harvest, Broken Myth, Dragon's Eye. Oh, man, the Dragon's Eye stacks up so fast, and you can do so much damage. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So looking at the second game, though, Vision, are they going to be able to keep the dream alive to win their own tournament, kind of? Comp-wise,
this one actually, this is a best of 5, by the way. The championship is a best of 5.
Oh, right. Yeah, Rogue has to win 3, right?
Yes.
Does win 3.
Yeah. They went. Spoiler alert again. They win it in 3. So
sorry, guys. You can just shut the podcast off. I'm just telling you everything way before. So Kaz goes ahead and picks up the Celeste himself this game. Then PvP Warriors on the Rona this game, trying to pull the Rogue comp. Rogue goes Sibs on the Crawl, Hammy on the Vox, Evil on the freaking Churnwalker. That's going to be huge in this game.
Did you say someone from Vision picked up the Celeste?
Sky.
Okay. I was like, wait, I'm pretty sure I processed Celeste, and I'm like, they have it banned.
Celeste and Sky,
So
they both deal with the same things, you know? That's probably why I got them confused.
do they though?
The Celeste is like the stars, and the Sky is the sky.
All right,
You see what I'm saying?
I feel you. All right, so Rogue, Sibs, and Hammy both go weapon power with that Kroll and that Vox. Obviously, remember, everyone's playing 5v5, and CP Vox right now is crazy good, so it wouldn't have made sense really on the 3v3 that patch. It wasn't that good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean Hammy's 16-0 right now, currently in the championship. He's
Yeah,
he's playing pretty well. While Sibs is like, here, I'll just build really tanky. I'll be a nuisance. And Hammy, you just go ahead and kill everyone. He had a spell
that's
sword,
exactly
breaking
what happened.
point, serpent's mask, and bonesaw. Like, whoa, that's a wild build from that box.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Rona on the other side, PvP Warrior, had a Sorrow Blade, and then the rest pretty much defense and CC. I mean, he had a Weapon Blade too that went along with it. He was trying to build into, but he got so far behind. He only had 38 CS, while Sibs had 73 CS.
Wow.
So yeah,
Again,
yikes.
PvP was kind of like not doing that much damage, and it was kind of up to Kaz to make the plays.
Yeah, this was just a snowball from the beginning. Like it was bad.
Yeah, 18-minute victory on the side of Rogue. Heading into game 3 then, I was like, okay, let's see what is Vision Gaming going to be able to do to try to win this. The pickup is a CP, I believe, CP Gwen.
Yep, because it was a weapon power rhyme. So this
They
is
try to get crafty.
troll mode. Troll mode. Oh my gosh.
Well,
Weapon power rhyme is never gonna work.
I mean, you don't know that. Let's see. How many kills did it get? Currently, it has 1. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hammy and Sibs ran the same exact thing, basically with a little bit of different build on Hammy and Sibs actually.
Yeah.
The crawl and box.
Tension bow.
Tension bow.
On Sibs.
Oh, he finishes it late game, 17 minutes in. He does not have a tension bow.
Oh yeah.
It's kinda,
I got the end screen.
It's kind of weird. Maybe he was just like going for that, the pierce that tension bow offers, and it's pretty cheap. But yeah, we see them. Obviously, Rogue is able to just really finish the tournament out 3-0 and become the Halcyon Elite playoff champions.
Yep. They were a little upset that they didn't get to go to Worlds, so they wanted to win one of the 3v3 tournaments, and they walk away with the Halcyon Elite.
Yeah, I think it was the only one they were in. But I think that's all we have then for 3v3. The last 3v3 tournament that will be ending within the next 2 weeks, I think, or week and a half, is going to be that NACL.
Now, we do have a 5v5, the very first 5v5 tournament.
We do Battle for the Rise, hosted by Halcyon eSports and Time for Rolling. It will be the first 5v5. Let me go ahead real quick. I'm not going to preview it on this one. I can't.
Okay.
We're going to hold out and save that for next week. But we can talk a little bit about what we can expect. And I think it's nice that the people that are running the very first 5v5, it will help give some exposure again to some of the, maybe we'll get some of the smaller players in, and we'll also have some of the bigger ones. It'll all just depend on what happens with teams.
Yeah. Flash X is playing.
Right, but who is he playing with? They're not TSM. Obviously, they're not representing TSM. It could be, quote unquote, people being in TSM. It really all just depends. So, but even having him in is definitely clutch.
Yes.
But
it'll be good to see him playing more with a set meta compared to what he was playing at Worlds when it was kind of the showcase. So
yeah, so having Halcyon eSports, Child's Play, which is gonna be Flash X and whoever joins him, Echo Fox, Infinity, Rebirth, Nova eSports actually will be there, which I think that'll be a great team. They're gonna have Starboy, FPG, Truth, maybe, Lone Delphi, and who am I missing? Oh, they're
Eco.
they're Captain Eco. So yeah, like that's a really good team. I'm interested to see who Flash plays with. He could have just created the most all-star roster and come in and be extremely strong. So that is 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6 teams right now. I'm not going to talk about it like I said, just because I want to make sure we wait and get the rest of the news going in. I think I am scheduled to cast the whole tournament, not every game though. So I think it is February 10th,
10th.
which will
Yeah.
be the day, basically
We get
the
back.
day
Well, the
we
next
get
day
back.
we get back.
Yeah, basically. I mean, I'm getting back and going to bed on Friday. So, but yeah, Saturday, Sunday.
Are you going back to school Saturday to do that casting?
Probably yes. I do have the early games, which is like 5 o'clock.
Oh, okay. I don't know how early it started.
I don't know if it's 5 o'clock PST or 5 o'clock EST. I'll have to go back and look in my messages to figure that out. But yeah, I'll be casting Saturday, Sunday. Casting 5v5 is starting to freak me out because I already try to talk super fast in 3v3, and I can't imagine what's happening in 5v5.
Nice. That's good practice right there.
I
Keep it
know.
up, though. Humanists would be proud.
I think my biggest issue is not focusing too much on abilities and just start yelling and acting hype. Because sometimes play-by-play casters, instead of casting what's actually happening, they just get hyped and you just forget about that. You're not hearing them cast the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just good to be
Humanist
like,
sometimes does that. It's just
and
like,
you're just like, okay.
can I hear that again?
No, I kind of thought actually it was like a dinosaur was in my house.
What else do we have? Do we have any other topics we need to cover before we wrap this up?
I don't think so. I think we're checking off our 3v3 tournament list. Again, we're down to NACL. I think our next week will be hopefully based around the upcoming 5v5, and hopefully we'll have players, we'll have teams / schedule, and that'll be a lot happening throughout that. The announcements, I would say. Maybe start speculating, going into San Fran, what's going to happen. We're definitely getting ready for. Oh, wait a minute. We're not going to have a Thursday episode next week.
No, we won't. Well, I mean, yeah, no, we won't be able to have it Thursday.
We won't.
Maybe we could have one. I don't know, because you'd be casting, so maybe maybe we'll do like 2 or 3 the following week.
Here's the plan. The plan is that Tuesday will be a normal one. We're prepping to go to San Fran for the 5v5 launch event. And then maybe if we get time out there, we can snatch a recording, or we will just enjoy ourselves. And then we'll catch up immediately, as soon as we'll be on the airplane recording an episode. No. But it's obviously there's going to be a lot being announced that Thursday. So we're going to want to get an episode out as soon as possible. So expect probably 2 episodes next week, but it will not be a Tuesday, Thursday. It will definitely be a Tuesday, and then the second episode of the week is a to be determined type thing.
Right.
But next
week,
Wednesday, Thursday for sure, you'll be seeing a lot of stuff from our Twitter pages, all 3 of them. Endless55 VG, Crude Sloth VG, and TFR_eSports. All 3 of them will be having videos up. At least I can speak for myself. I will be doing videos. Crude can do whatever he wants. I may just make him record me. But we'll just be doing content as we are out there running into people, vlogging, quote-unquote, vlogging our trip. You'll definitely be seeing a video of me at 4 a.m. standing in the airport saying that this is the beginning of our trip. It's gonna be a fun time. And yeah, next week will actually be a blast. It's going to be a great time for content for us, and hopefully that'll let us have a little more to talk about heading into more announcements about Vainglory 8's eSports going into 2018.
Yes.
So
can't wait.
Yep, we will end with that's it. I was gonna say a theme song.
Do we have
we don't have one.
I was gonna say, do we have a playout song like "Happy Trails"?
That's the song you picked. I guess it makes sense.
Until we meet. Okay, I'm done.
I didn't know if it was gonna be like a hyped one. It's they're listening to this on Thursday. It's basically the weekend. Let's get hyped for no school, no work, no whatever. And if you still have work, I'm sorry. But yep, that's all we have. It was a fun short episode, a few 3v3, I should say, conversations happening. You know, there could be a lot more speculations we could spend time on right now in 5v5. I'm currently accumulating some issues with 5v5, and either it could just be Crude and I's opinions, or you may snag someone to come on to talk about it in the future as 5v5 develops. But, you know, issues here and there that we can continue to go forth and observe, I would say, the interactions happening on Twitter and Reddit. I love creeping and just keeping facts about who believes what. So other than that, cheers. It's been a fun night. Nice quick short episode reviewing some Bangalore esports.
Yes, for sure. Cheers, my dude.
Cheers, man.
Thanks for tuning in to Time for Rolling. If you liked what you heard, please leave a review on iTunes or Google Play Music and subscribe for weekly episodes. Follow us on Twitter at Time for Rolling and at TFR_esports. Until next week for another edition of
Time for rolling.